In our previous video, we discussed about the features and advantages of Cloud SQL, and also we have seen how to create a Cloud SQL in the Google Cloud Console. So in this video, we are just continuing from that. Okay. So if you see here, so now our Cloud SQL instance is created, and if you see this green color tick mark, and if you keep your cursor over there, it would be showing us like runnable, which means that your instance is ready and it's running. Okay. And we are in the overview page of our SQL instance, where we would see multiple informations. It's like here we can see the detailed graph for different set of periods like 1 hour, 6 hours, 1 day, 30 days, and also we can customize it. So we have multiple options here. We can check our CPU utilization, memory usage, active connections, and so on. Okay. So as of now, we have not done any activity, so that we are not seeing any information over here. However, post to our few testings on the databases, we'll check back again. So this is basically how to connect to our instance. So we have created our instance here. It's our instance is ready. So how we are going to connect it? So it helps us to connect it. And before connecting to our instance, we'll also see. Basically, it's an overview page, right? So it will be showing your VPC, the memory, and the storage informations, and all the other parameters you have defined while creating this SQL instance. And also the maintenance window and all the other information should be here. Okay. And also it would be giving you a suggestions as well. As like currently this is not an high availability deployment, it's just deployed in one region, in one zone, right? And it is also giving you suggestion to go with high availability. So as it is not a production, I am not going with high availability now. Okay, so let's connect to our console now. There are two ways. Maybe I'll just open duplicate tab, the same. Okay. So so this is our database, right? This is our overview, and users, we'll be coming back to users later. And now in this video, let's discuss about database creations and creating a tables within the database and playing with that. Okay. So if you click the database, these are all the default databases that are available in the MySQL instance which we have created. There are two ways you can access it. Either you can access it through the web console, or else you can access through the cloud shell as well. So let me connect to my instance through cloud shell by clicking here. Okay, you can click here. So once you click open cloud shell, your cloud shell will be initiating. So this is your cloud shell console. Okay, and maybe you can adjust the window based on your requirement. Fine. So by default it gives you a command. Okay, so we just click connect through the cloud shell, right? So open cloud shell, so to access this instance. So that once you click this open cloud shell, it is giving you, it is opening along with the command to connect to that SQL instance. So if you see, this is the command that is used to connect gcloud. It's using gcloud SQL connect. This is the name of the SQL instance which you have created, MySQL, my-SQL-eng, and through which username you are trying to access. So the username is root, and so let me click enter here. So for the very first time when you are trying to access this, so for the very first time, when you're trying to access it, means when you're trying to connect to your Cloud SQL, it would be asking you to authorize it. Just authorize your SQL. So let me try to connect once again. Now I'm just clicking up arrow. Okay. So that the previously executed command will be coming here. Now I'm hitting enter. If you see, I'm getting in one more error. So it is telling that permission denied. Cloud SQL admin API has not been used in this project. So make sure whenever you are creating a Cloud SQL newly in a particular project, you need to enable the Cloud SQL admin API specific to that project. So either you can it would be giving a suggestion as like if you enable the API, you can wait for it. Either you can just click here, or else you can go to that search and you can search bar and search it. I'm just clicking it. Okay, if you can click here, it would redirect you to API services from where you can enable this. So this is the API service that is required for. So I'm just clicking enable to activate it. It take few seconds. So once it is enabled, I could able to access the console. It is enabled now. So let me try to connect back once again. I'm just using the up arrow so that my recently used command is coming, or else you can just use the same command gcloud sql connect mysql means the name of the instance dash dash user equal to. We are currently we have not created any additional user accounts, so that we are connecting through the root account. That's the reason the username is root. So I'm hitting enter. So once you hit enter, it will be allowing means allow listing your IP address for incoming connection for 5 minutes. It would take few seconds or sometime a minute as well. So please wait until it is whitelisting. So post to the successful whitelisting, it would be asking you for your password, where you should give your password which you have created while creating the instance. So now my IP address is whitelisted, and now I can give the password that I have given at the time of instance creations. So once you have given the password, post to the successful authentication, you would be logging into the MySQL instance. Now you are connected to the MySQL instance, and maybe I can drag little more. Fine. Okay. So this is our SQL instance. If you see here, maybe in the other window, I can show you. So currently we have this much four default databases, right? Maybe we can check the same here as well. Queries, show space, databases, bases. See, we have four databases, information schema, MySQL, performance schema, and sys. The same informations we have, we are seeing here in dashboard as well. Okay, we'll try to create some couple of new databases and try to insert few table, means we'll create a table within the database and insert few data over it. Maybe we'll create one database in the cloud shell and the other one let's create in the dashboard. Okay, so in order to create any database, we can use the command create database space the name of the database. I'm just giving the name as classroom underscore one. Okay. So if you see here, you're getting an acknowledgement that query okay, one row affected, means basically now the database is created. If you see earlier, it was only four databases that was available. If you check again, now show databases, now there would be five. See, earlier it was only four, now it is five. The new database which we have created, the classroom underscore one, is newly added. Okay. So how to make this classroom one as the, how to make use of it, how to add a table in it. First, let's use that. So in order to use it, command is use space the name of the database, classroom underscore one. Okay. So the database is changed. So the command is use classroom views. So this is the command. Okay. So that now the database which is currently in use is the new database which we have created. So now we try to create a table in this database and let's insert few data in it. So in order to create a table, the command to create table is create table As it is a classroom, right? Maybe I just create student and okay, there should be id id information and a space. It would be an integer, so that I'm putting as like int, then comma, then the name of the student should be filled. It is varchar, and I'm just giving the size. The length is maybe some 25. Hit enter. So if you see, now the new table is created. Okay, so in order to check whether the table is created, what we can do, you can use the command show table. See, a new table is created within classroom. The name of table is student. Okay, let's insert few data in it. So in order to insert data, what we can do, can use insert into, and the name of the table is student. So the value which we are going to insert is value. Okay, so as per this statement, okay, the table should have integer, means the integer comma varchar, which means the first is id, number comma name, right? So the number I'm just giving is like 7 comma, and the name is Shiva. Okay, see the new row is added. How to see whether the inserted data is available or not? Select star from the table name. So our table name is student. See, now we have inserted a data inside the student table, where the id of the student is number 7 and the name of the student is Shiva. So this is how you can insert multiple data in your databases. Okay, fine. And one more thing. So we have seen how to create a database using the cloud shell, right? Let's see how to create using the cloud console, the dashboard. Okay, maybe let me try to refresh it once. So earlier it was 4, right? But once we refresh, we could see it is 5 now. Because this classroom one is the database which we have created using the cloud shell. Now what I'm going to do, let me create one more database using the web console, the cloud console here, and let's check whether it is available in the cloud shell. Okay, so create database, you can define the name. So we already have classroom 1 earlier, so I'm just creating another database in the name of classroom 2. Just click create. So if you see, the new database which we have created is available now. Let's go and verify the same here in the cloud shell as well. Show data bases. See, our new database is added here. So this is how you can access the database. You can create tables within the database and can insert the data over it. Fine. So we understood about the database, and okay, let's go to user. So user is basically the account, so by which we are using to access the instance. Okay, so currently we have only one user account, that is a root account to that instance. Using root, we accessed it, right? So let me create one more account, maybe in the name Shiva, and let me use. And also you can define as like you can allow any host who is trying to access using this credentials, or else you want to restrict using IP addresses, any set of IP address or a specific IP address, or else you can also assign access from the cloud IAM, which we have discussed earlier, the principal. Okay, fine. I have created a new account, the new user account. Let me show you how to access the same. using this account. Means we are trying to access the same SQL instance using this account. Just going back here. Okay, let me, I'll come back to overview section. If you see here, this is how earlier we have connected, right? Open Cloud Shell. So I'm just clicking it once again. So once I click open shell, what happened? Now it comes along with the same command. Okay, and this time if you see, the command is same, G Cloud. Maybe it's within my SQL only. So what I do, I just put exit. So let me come out of the instance. Okay, so using exit command, you can come out of the instance. Fine. So now let me try to access it using the same. I'm trying to access this cloud SQL instance from my cloud shell. Fine. So this is the command gcloud SQL connect SQL instance name, and this time it is not the user root. We have created a new user Shiva, right? So let me delete the username root and instead let me put Shiva. Apart from that, dash dash quit. Just hitting enter. So it would take some time to listing your IP. So post to that, it would be asking for your password. It would take few seconds, sometime a minute as well. Let's wait until then that. Yes. It is asking for the password now. So let me provide the password here. Okay. Password. Okay. So it is successfully authenticated. I am able to access my SQL instance. So this is how you can create multiple users to access the instances. Okay. So in this video, we understand, in our previous video, I understand how to create the SQL instance. And in this video, we gone through with the overview of the SQL instance, and we have which we understood about the databases, how to create databases and to create tables within database and to insert data and to play with databases. And also we understood about the users. In the next video, let's go through uh, with the other advantages as like import, export, backup, replica, and so on. Thank you.